Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. So I am trying the stream here on YouTube, and I hope you all like it. So welcome to my Facebook channel, and this is going to be a part of a series that I have been doing on Facebook, but I'm thinking now to change them on YouTube. So these series are about the forecasts for the next 24 hours that are to regard tarot and numerology. So first, we're going to talk about a little bit about the numbers that are incorporated in the next couple of days. So today we do have the universal. So let me explain first how the numbers work. So you do have a universal star code, or this is the number of the cumulative day vibration. And for today is number 1. And then you do have the daily vibration, which is a single vibration of the day, which for today is number 5. And how that works is that you do have a number 1 vibration that is carried to us through number 5. And good morning to everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream here, and I hope it doesn't cut out for one or different reason. I'm finding YouTube stream a little bit more unstable than the Facebook one. That's why I was doing things on Facebook, but I'll try it again on YouTube. So that being said, this is how the vibration works for a general forecast for the day. And what that means for today, December 14th, is that we have an affinity, or rather the energies are positive for us to make new beginnings, or in general to, I don't know how really to say it in English, but let's say to involve ourselves in different undertakings which has nothing to do with our main responsibilities, or in other words, to make fun and to kind of like catch up our breath and etc with different undertakings, more like hobby like more like a hobby wise things. Additionally to that, these energies for today, vibrational wise, are very, very positive for those who are planning to travel. Now, one thing is very important to be said for the 1 carried by 5 is that you need to have a very, how can I place it, a very established end goal. Or in other words, if you do something for just the sake of doing it, is not going to give the best results possible. But if you have an end goal, if you know why you do specific things, then a remarkable results are to be achieved based on those energies. So if you guys, or if we want to make something different and we want to establish new beginning, today is literally the day in which we are which we can do it with the most positive effects. So that being said, going for tomorrow now, tomorrow we do have the universal star code of vibration number 2, carried by the vibration of the daily vibration number 6. And what that does, it's very petite in regards to the grand scheme of things, but in the same time, it is very positive for our personalities. I don't get you, Canupria. Wouldn't meeting person do tarot prediction works? What do you mean? So that being said, the 2 carried by 6, it means that we are to have boosted self-confidence. How we are going to use that? Well, that depends entirely on you. I can guess it could go both ways. All right, it could go we being unyielding about our expectations, you know, and about our self-value as well. And in that way, probably this thing could hurt us. For example, we may become ignorant to someone else's advice. With that boosted self-confidence, we could, you know, adopt the standpoint to know everything and etc etc. But in the same time, it could be as well very positive for those who are very quiet at work and who allow everybody to basically boss you around and etc etc. At that point tomorrow, maybe you are to make your stand, or we are to make our stand and show to the people that we're worth way more than they are anticipating, and that they are thinking of our personal worth. In generally tomorrow, especially if you are, let me give you that example. If you are afraid to approach someone, let's say you like, tomorrow with that self boosted confidence, you can kind of finally gather up the strength, you know, and in generally the courage to approach that person and to tell them how you really feel. So that being said, this is the vibrational wise or the numerology forecast for the next couple of days. And once again, I want to stress this one out. If you really guys want to make something new, if you really want to establish a new beginnings, or to initiate new projects, new enterprises, and etc etc, today is the day where most successfully one can do it. So let me now shuffle the tarot cards and let's see what kind of a general reading the tarot is gonna give us. All right. So the first card that we do have for today, this is going to be the Page of Swords, and that is the main card, the main energy card. The second card that accompanies the Page of Swords, this is going to be the Temperance. Yeah, the Temperance, which is adding a additional conditions to the Page of Swords. This is the elemental dignities method of reading the card. So we do have one main and we do have one circumstantial, and the second circumstantial to that is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. So what we do have with these cards is that we are most likely to find something extraordinary in our life, or something different that we can involve ourselves with. The Page of Swords, it's usually the original thinker. The Page of Swords, it's this is the main energy for us, or we are to find a different way how to approach our either situations or our you know, undertakings in general, a different, much more efficient way than the way that we are doing right now. Like I said, for example, approaching a person of interest. Well, with that, we could find a new way how we can approach that person, a way that it is less likely they to turn us down. So with the Page of Swords, however, sometimes this card manifests in a very negative way, and the most negative way this card could manifest is unnecessary wrangles and unnecessary confrontations with people. Now, in case this happens, it is very important to be acknowledged that there is no winner from those confrontations and from those wrangles. Even if you make your points, even if the person acknowledges your points, nothing is going to come out of it. They ain't going to change their opinion about you. Neither you're going to change your opinion about them. Neither they're going to support you, even if you prove them wrong for that they don't support you. All right. It's kind of like a very stubborn standpoint, or arguing and wrangling about a very stubborn standpoint that none is going to change. So with that being said, we do go to the Temperance card, which is a circumstantial here to the Page of Swords. So what this card points us is that we should, first of all, honor other people's opinion. And even though at that specific position, it does kind of like makes that impression into me that we need to realize that not everybody has equal mind capacity or equal, you know, wisdom capacity. And if we have, for example, a bigger wisdom and we can explain certain situations to ourselves, it doesn't mean that if we try to explain those circumstances and those situations to someone else, they are necessarily going to understand it with the same extent that we do. So it's very important here not constantly to stop constantly trying to explain yourself into others and to ask for their approval. Again, you are, or we are, to be original thinkers for the next 24 hours. Therefore, whatever we came up with as an idea, for example, or as a way of how to approach things doesn't necessarily going to synchronize and synergize with the people around us. So that's why we need to accept that everybody is going to have a different perspective upon things, and this is the thing which is going to give us a drive to push into our, that is very important, our personal direction. Additionally to that, these couple of cards are pointing that within the next 24 hours, we are to realize that the chores are inseparable part of our undertakings and of our goals. Think of your goal like a coin, all right? And let's say the ease of the coin is the pleasant part of it, but then you have the tail, all right? And the tail are the chores, but the coin goes with both sides, and we have to attend to the chores with the same amounts of attention and with the same amounts of devotion like we are attending as well to the pleasant performance of that specific undertaking. Just to give you an example of that, back in the time when I was an engineer, it was very pleasant for me to solve problems, all right? So something isn't fitting very well, or something isn't working as it is supposed to work. So that was really the exciting part of my job, to solve that problem. And once the problem's solved, then, you know, the very documentary work start to take place. You know, I have to make the drawings, and I have to make the documentation upon the project, and etc., etc. And that is a chore to me. I don't like to do these things, but it goes with my engineering work. So I have to give it the same amounts of attention and performance as I gave the job while it was pleasant to me. So this is how it goes with the next with these couple of cards, and for within the next 24 hours, it is very important that whatever we establish, we need to, and whatever we initiate, to be a new beginning of ours. All right, we have to acknowledge that there will be unpleasant circumstances or unpleasant aspects of it, all right, which we have to attend with the same amounts of vigor and with the same amounts of passion that we are attending to the pleasant enterprises into that undertaking. The next card here, which is the Wheel of Fortune next to the Page of Swords, it does point to the remarkable, I don't know how to say it in English, really. We do have in my language a specific word for that. And I'm sorry, I have just watching to the comments, guys. Well, Maria, this is for everybody, all right? It's for everybody. It's a general energy reading for the collective, for the cumulative, or how you're going to say it. So these cards and these numbers are showing the potential. What we're going to do with that potential, that entirely depends on us. So one thing that these couple of cards are pointing is that we are to figure out remarkable and very brilliant things throughout the next 24 hours. So think of it like this, all right? You are stuck in a specific problem that you have to solve into your career, all right? And you think about it, and you think about it, and suddenly, hop, the idea pops up in your head seemingly out of nowhere. This is how these couple of cards are synchronizing with one another. Those ideas that we are going to have for within the next 24 hours. For example, look at me, you know, a couple of hours ago, I was ready to make my live on Facebook once again, but suddenly the idea popped up, and, you know, I'm doing it now on Facebook. So on YouTube, excuse me. So what these cards are pointing us that within the next 24 hours, we are to have a very surprising and remarkable ideas for our life and for our situations in general, and what new we can do, you know, with our lives in general. Also, these cards are kind of like pointing that these ideas are to establish or are meant to seize once in a lifetime opportunities as well. So for some of us guys, next 24 hours can be a crucial time within we can really make or we can really turn our life upside down, or rather downside up. All right. So that being said, one more practical meaning I'm going to give you with these couple of cards is that the workload we are going to face, and especially career-wise, is going to be quite a lot. So I can imagine that, you know, the celebrations are coming and everybody is planning their vacation and etc., etc. And these last days are the days where we are going to be overloaded by work as well. So don't feel yourself despondent within the next 24 hours if you have to give more attention into your deeds, either into your career or either into your relationship, is for the greater good, because exactly from them we can find a way how to turn the things around, how to alter our outcomes, and how to establish again new beginnings. Very potent days, guys, today and tomorrow, for approaching situations previously which we found very scary and very overwhelming, and as well to establish new beginnings in our lives. So that being said, this was the daily forecasts for the December 14th and portion of December 15th, 2018. I hope you enjoyed it and you liked it once again. And yeah, this was just a general reading which showed the potential. But if you want a personal reading in which, instead of examples, your situation will be on the line there and the cards will be interpreted specifically for it, well, then you can check out my website, which is listed down below in the description of this video, and there you are to find full list of my services as well as their pricings. If you have any questions in the website, again, you can fill up the contact blank and that will shoot me with an email with your questions and inquiries as well, and I will reply. I will be happy to reply them. So yeah, that being said, guys, we're going to see each other in 24 hours. And until then, bye.